야, 이거
This trip
재밌네.
to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Hmm.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he
아, 근데 이거
keeps
게임이
bees?
애매하네. 누가 법인이 돼도 이상하지가 않게
There's
만들었네.
someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
딱 봐도 누가 범이다 이렇게 나오는 게 아니네. 되게 애매하게
I really
나오네.
think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train
I
station.
know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you
야,
did
나
not
너
reply.
없으면은 나
And this is not about politics.
그런 거 못하는데?
It's about people.
물량 놓는 거?
People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry
아이.
Men, a band
나
of
못 깨,
idealistic
그거.
terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
아, 진짜
You
이게 소설에
need me,
있는 거야?
Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do
이번
please
머리
at
너무
least
큰데요?
write to me on your return.
너무 길어 얼굴이. 와, 이거 뭐야? 이거 기념품을 왜 갖고 있는 거야? 야, 여기로도 보일 수가 있네. 야, 넬리건 내가 너 구했다. 아. 삼신여형. 아, 야, 이거 무기징역 때려버려야지 그냥. 아, 만족스럽구만.
This is where I keep my post.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my... Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby. A map of London. Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
마차, 아, 뭐야, 일주일 후. 갑자기?
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and
아무도
your
없는데 누구한테
lasted
얘기하는 거야?
archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight, it's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the
범인이야.
train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
다음날 아침 이른 시각.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
What should we do next, Holmes?
나도 몰라. 현장을 조사. 어디가 그거지? 이브샴요? 나중에 움직일 때 이걸로 움직이나 보다. 어디 가는 거. 아, 왜 그만 좀 열어. 어?
First of
아까 여기서 이렇게 했었고 이쪽이었나? 뭐야 F?
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
a discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
야, 이건 너무 무서운데?
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. A discarded item. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
갑자기 열차가 사라졌다는 건 좀...
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
사라진 열차에 관한 정보를 찾으라고? 지도? 아까 봤는데? 이쪽이었나? 아, 난 살인 사건 하고 싶은데. 이 사람 의심스러워.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that.
아니 이게 말이
And to think of all
되나?
the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
명예훈장. 흑투성이. 아, 뭔가 의심스러운데 이 사람. 결혼 반지. 백발?
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
안으로 들어가겠는데?
Railway post bags.
뭐 지도 같은 거 뭐 그런 거 있다고 한 거 같은데? 이게 사무실이 아닌가? 여기 있다.
This map.
이게 여기고 이게 실종된 그 위치가 보다. 그리고 역 시간표인가 뭐 그런 것도 있다고 하지 않았나? 아, 비켜봐. 아이! 뭐 있다가 하나 더 있다고 한 것 같은데. 서류인가 뭔가? 어? 우편별은 아까 내가 갔던 곳이잖아.
Railway.
이게 조사가 끝나면은 이렇게 파란색으로 나와. T? T로 설마 뭐 할 거 있나? 아닌데. 잠깐만, 여기 내가 왔다. 여기 또 있어 방이. 이런 거 아니지?
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station. This part is probably from a locomotive.
여긴 아닌가 봐. 사무실이 따로 있나 봐. 아, 비켜봐, 아저씨. 저 남자들은 누구야? 여기 있다.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
어? 현재 토마스 로빈슨은 블루블링턴 역에서 머무는 중입니다.
Here is the train set.
아, 이런 거 말고 살인 사건이나 좀 하지. 아, 머리 아프게. 아, 그냥 누가 죽였냐 이런 게 얼마나
A
좋아.
telegraph.
신문하기가 있는데?
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was
그 안에
inside
있는
this
물건들을
particular wagon?
훔치려고.
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you
바로
later,
전
my good man.
역에서 뭔가가 뭐 때문에 늦었다고 했지? 여기서. 아, 갑자기 좀 흥미가 떨어지는데? 살인사건이 아니라서? 나 살인이 좋은데? 너 왜 화났어?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
잘생겼는데? 작업복. 값싼 표. 결혼함. 거친 피부.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
야, 널 구해준 거야. 그러면 걔네 알고 있던 거야. 그 차가 어떻게 될 거를 알고 있던 거야.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
그 화난 건 알겠는데 좀 길 좀 이 사람은 또 뭐야?
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
유명한 사람이야? 얘는 좀 돈이 있어 보이는데? 어우. 어우, 악어 가죽에, 야, 부잔데?
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about
니꺼
the
먹고 째려간
Barcazas
거 아니야?
company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
This revolutionary machine
그
of yours,
발명품은 또 어디
was it
갔어?
very valuable?
For God's sake, sir. It is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
그래, 털렸으니까 이거는 누가
The
계획하고
ticket
훔쳐간 거야.
inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
이거는 우연의 일치는 아니야. 영무원이 그런 실수는 이건 의도한 거야. 야, 너 누구한테 얘기한 거야? 아까 역장에 뭐 직원이 있었냐?
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
아, 뭔가 생긴 게, 의심, 눈빛이, 마음에 안 드는데. 지침서. 잉크 자국 저거 왠지 좀 뭔가
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
That is...
근데 얘는
I'll tell you
내
everything.
생각은
First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude.
뭔가 숨기는
And
게
then,
아니라
later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
유도리가 없는 거야. 그렇지. 그거야.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
이게 갑자기 티가 생긴 거 보면은 그렇지 이런 게 뭔가 있다는 거지.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A
보험
significant sum.
약관. 위장인가? 저 남자가? 이 남자가 자자끄? 몰라.
Don't touch anything.
싫어.
A telegraph. A telegraph.
나 이렇게 복잡한 거 싫은데 그냥 누가 죽였고 누가 내연녀다 누가 내연남이다 이런 게 좋은데 살인사건 하고 싶은데.
This bin is full of empty bottles. This bin is full of empty...
야 죽은 줄 알았잖아. 순간 살인사건인 줄 알고.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. His breath. He must have swallowed half of
그
his
술에
And
약을
that
탄 거야.
explains the how.
By his sleeping off the
다들
alcohol, you mean?
정신이
Wake up,
없는
please.
상태로 어디가 끌려간
What?
거지.
The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
내가 볼 때 얘는 뭐 기억 못할 것 같은데?
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
이게 뭐 결혼이랑 뭐 있나? 자꾸 왜 이거 결혼 반지 자꾸 보여주지? 술병. 낚싯줄?
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Never mind.
뭔 불렀어? 개빡쳐.
Station Master...
다시 있구나.
He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be
근데
trusted.
술 마신 게 뭔가 또 힌트가 될 것 같은데. 모르겠다 이거는 지금 가지고는. 이거를 하든 저거를 하든 이거는 좀 나중에 더 해야겠다.
Will I...
아니 술 먹고 때까지 주무신 분이 뭐 언제 실려나 있다는 소리라고 있어.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
이 역장 뭐야? 뭐 제대로 하는 게 없어.
A telegraph. A fishing advertisement.
짐? 안 뜨지 않냐? 오, 나 이거 사람 다리인 줄 알았어.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
갑자기?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon.
뭐야, 난
So,
모르는데.
are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
이런 걸로 대충 만들었나 보네. 기차인 척, 아닌 척. 아, 재조립한데. 아, 이거 내가 또 할 것 같은데. 미니게임으로. 아.
I should use the appropriate... I should use the appropriate...
냅둬봐 이거. 바퀴는 됐고.
I should use the appropriate object here.
수동 기계장 톱니. 수동 기계장 쪽인데? 그다음에 제동 장치.
I should use the appropriate object here.
뭐 더 있나?
I should use the...
아, 이게 안 보였어.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
다 있네 부품들이. 아저씨 비켜봐요.
The long pole is now... The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes,
It is elementary. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. First of all, let us...
내부의 압력이 올리라고?
The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
so such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not
제트
tell us very much at
탐정은
all, except that the train
만등이야.
did not evaporate. with the
화학도
thin
할 줄
air.
알지. 뭐
Although
설립 조
you
이런 거
half
설립 뭐
suspect.
이런 것도 하지.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
못하는 게 없어 무슨. 이부샴역에서 이부샴 가야 되고 아 이거는 그 남자 돈 많은 남자 가야 된다.
네.
뭐야? 갑자기? 이게 뭔데?
These tools were used. Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage.
이걸 왜
These
숨겨놨대?
bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were like
Shameful.
French wine.
응, 다 했어 여기. 술을 먹여서 사람들의 그거를 가게 한 것
Railway
같아.
post bags.
잠깐만요. 화장실 좀. 범인이 나왔다고? 뭐야, 나는 모르겠는데? 뭐야, 난 추측이 안 되는데?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them
뭐
outside.
개소리야.
Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
인부?
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads.
아까 그 부자 말한
Invited me
회사
to
거기
share a
아니야?
drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening. Ah, will I ever get any peace?
일단 가서 서재 확인하는 거. 아 잠깐만, 이거 확인은 내가 그냥 가능한 거잖아. 나 있는데 여기? 아 이거를 서재를 써야 되는 건가? 서재가 어딨지? 이거 내일 집 못 가.
Now we have two maps.
아니 뭐야?
We must
잠깐만 다시 나 못 봤어. 여기서 야 이게 뭐야? 여기서 조사하는 거야?
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
아 미쳤다. 이것도 찾는 거야? 잠깐만. 물이 있는데 여긴데? 야야 딱 천천히. 아 천천히 가봐. 된 거 아니야? 아이씨.
Here it
됐다.
is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station. This suitcase contains my
휴대용
archives.
서재가 이렇게
We
있냐?
can
겁나 웃기네. 괜히 그럼 일로 왔네. 얘 신문하러 가려면 여기 가야 돼. 이거 보험 사기 아니야?
rail
여기도 근데 방이 있었네?
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did
되게
you find it?
좋아하네?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
아, 이 역장도 좀
This
이상하네.
Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here. I will not move from here until I...
로비슨에 대한 정보를 찾으라는데? 블리딩. 아, 여긴데? 어디였더라? 나 아까 뭐 짐 본 거 같은데? 생각이 나지 않아.
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
왜 이런 걸 나 안 갖고
I think
뭐냐?
we should open it, Holmes. This is what...
Of course.
아, 이거 내가 또 열어야 되는 거야? 아, 또 이거야? 아, 지겨 죽겠어. 아, 집에는 4개야. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 겁나 많아. 이제 씻다.
Look, Watson. A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
독점 거래.
An exclusive sales contract.
토마스 L. 로빈슨은
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
판매자는 구매 이후 시제품에서 발생하는 문제에 책임을 지지 않으며 구매 시점에서 쟁점이 발견된 경우 역시 내두지 않는다. 구매자는 즉시 시제품 판매가에 1할 선납한다. 그리고 나머지는 한 달 내로. 그 사기 아니야 그러면?
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another...
계약서 똑같은 게 왜 몇 장이나 있는 거야 이거?
Yet another exclusive... Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments
이거
from various people for
그냥
his machine.
약간 중고나라 그 사기 느낌 나는데? 그래, 잃어버렸으니까 계약을 한 5장인가 해놨으니까 그거에 대해서 이제 손해 돈을 받을 거 아니야. 그런 걸로 이제 돈을 버는 거 아니야? 일단 나는 이쪽으로 가야겠다. 철도 건널목.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
그래, 야 돈도 많은 새끼가 뭐 이렇게 보상 그거 받겠다고 여기 이 불편한 의자에서 계속 이렇게 앉아 있는 거 보면은 느낌이 쇠해. 애초부터 없던 거야. 그리고 역장이랑 내가 얼마 떼어줄게. 같이 잃어버린 척하면서 같이 이제 내 잘못이 아닌 다른 사람, 그러니까 너네 잘못을 이렇게 그게 쇼부 친 거야. 얼마 떼준다. 깜짝이야. 뭐야? 뭐야? 길이 아니라서 돌아가나봐.
The switch is rusted, but it still works. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
여기도 길이 아니라는 거네. 알았어요, 안 갈게요. 뭘 찾으라는 거지?
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
아니, 혹시나 해서 써봤지.
Mines. This is interesting.
탄강에다가 훔쳐놨나?
It would be quite possible for someone to redirect
그치?
the train towards the mines.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned. This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you.
어? 금속 상자?
This box must be the safe.
또냐? 아우, 나 지겹다 이제.
The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
둘이 경쟁을 했다고? 아까 그 걔가 팔려고 했던 회사가 바르카자스였잖아. 아니 이게 극비 상황인데 이딴 게 이렇게 쉽게 여기 있어? 기차가 들어갈 만한 곳이 있는지 찾아보려는데? 여기 이상한 소리 나요. 무서워. 여기에 넣고 막아놨나 보네. 뭐야 이건 또.
This is an unusual kind of... Let us look inside. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
나는 모르겠는데? 아, 내가 또 총질은 잘하지?
Dynamite.
이게 왜 여기 있지? 당연히 은폐겠지 뭐. 여기서 할 거 없나 이제? 탄광을 수색하고 열차를 숨길만한 장소가 있는지 여부를 밝혀내시오. 이것이 완료가 안 됐으니까 여기 있는 거잖아. 이 안에 있을 것 같은데? 더 못 들어가는데? 어? 빈 공간.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
와, 탄광 수색 완료했다.
A few feet of the
철도역 가봅시다. 이게 움직일 때 그냥 이렇게 갈 수도 있네. 굳이 마차 이렇게 뭐 할 필요가 없네. 뭐야 얜 또.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
어디
And
갔대?
he is not an Englishman.
Newspaper
경마?
articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably
경마로
used all
돈을
his
잃었나?
savings.
그 부자가? 그치, 옷 같은 거는 갖고 있던 거니까 비싼 거 입을 수 있지만 경마로 돈을 다 잃은 거지. 그래서 사기를 치려고 했다가
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the... Here is his reply.
원래 카르칼이 하려고 이제 대과가 있었는데 칠레 기업 마르카다스가 정치권 인사들과 손을 맞잡으면서 빼앗아 버렸어.
A telegraph.
그치, 뭐 이런 경쟁 많잖아. 인천도 신세계백화점이 크게 있었는데 걔네가 인천이랑 돈으로 이제 좀 막 째다가 막 인천은 야 5억 뭐 조금만 돈 더 줘요 그랬는데 신세계는 아이 뭔 소리야 됐어 그냥 작년 거랑 그냥 똑같이 해. 그러다가 갑자기 롯데가 와가지고 우리는 10억 더 해가지고 갑자기 롯데가 그냥 뺏어가고. 그런 경우가 많긴 하지. 방금 그 남자는 어디 갔지? 담배꽁초? 이게 뭔가 있나 보다.
This scent is familiar to
안
me.
돼!
But in order to recognize it, I
이게
must
제일
combine my
싫은데.
associations into one picture.
어? 이게 어디로 가야 되냐? 여긴 아닌 것 같은데. 이건 아닌데. 이거밖에 안 움직이는데? 이건 뭐야? 이건 하나도 모르겠는데? 이거 갑자기 이런 게 왜 있어? 야, 이거다. 멕시코 모자인데 이거?
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you
뭐야, 이거
amaze
가지고
me.
그 남자 이름
No,
알아낸
Watson,
거야?
I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
잿더리. 종이도가?
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar. A greenish-brown... These...
That means
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar
Doncaster요?
spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
망할.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
못 봤는데 되도록.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
누구를 신문하는 거지? 나 지금 2명이 더 만난다는구나. 아까 그 남자 어디 갔지?
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be
갑자기
worth checking. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
우울함? 야, 이것만 봐서 우울함을 알아? 무슨... 단추가 진짜 하나 없네? 분명 결혼 반지다. 반지의 흔적. 이거 무슨 결혼이랑 뭐 있냐? 자꾸 결혼과 반지가 들어오냐? 이혼해가지고 부인이 없어서 반지 빼고 우울하고 단추 같은 것도 지가 못하는 거야. 늘 아내가 해주던 건데. 시계를 소지하지 않는 건 뭐지?
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
예물시계인가?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham. Well, I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
무서울 것 같아. 예를 들어서 이러면.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction.
얘가 그 도박을
But it was
해놨구나.
not to be.
I beg your pardon. Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
뭐야, 귀신이야?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the
난
quarry.
누굴 본 거야? 나 분명 사람
Instead, we
봤다고.
can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
네가 찾는 거냐? 그러면 그 남자를? 아니겠지? 내가 찾는 거겠지? 아니네? 내가 찾는 거네? 어머? 아니 그 남자가 어디 있는지 알고 내가 찾아요 근데. 어따 야 나랑 무슨 막국질하나. 왠지 여기 이런 데 있겠다. 응 아니야. 어디 갔대? 아니야. 아 있네? 모래 화장 이것도 하는 게 있네? 기 미션이 많아. 근데 뭐 뜨는 거 없는데? 뭐야 그 남자 발견이야?
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
마지막 남자야 이 사람이. 주름살. 사무용 정장. 근육질. 어우. 여성이연. 단련된 몸?
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
실패를 모르는 탐정 도전 과제 성공.
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
왜 이렇게 12도야?
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
왠지 거기 같은데? 아까 그 뭐 카 거시기
Not a
뭐였지?
very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know.
그래 분노야. 그래 아까 내가 뭐 선의의 경쟁이라고 했는데 개소리지. 야 열받지. 어쨌거나 정치인들이랑 친해져가지고 알랑방구 낀 거잖아. 분노야. 그치? 뭐야 이거. 잠깐만 카리카리 누구였지? 아씨. 수준. 아니 카리카리 누구지? 아 회사야? 아 그런데 아우 기억력 수준. 없어. 가자 이제. 아, 이 호숫가 근처에 모래사장에 조사하십시오. 요거 아닌가? 여기 어디야? 아씨 공부를 갖고 와야 한다고? 아 너무 귀찮은데. 어?
This postbag belongs to the station master.
탐정이죠. 남의 걸 훔쳐보네. 코르웰 변호사 사무실. 저번에 보내신 경고증에 대하면 의뢰비는 물론이고 개인적인 비까지 모두 갚도록 하겠습니다. 아내에게 쓰는 편지?
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial
왜 아내에게
trouble.
보낸 편지는 안내. 일단 이 남자는 공범이야. 돈이 없어서 이 일을 꾸민 거야. 아 호숫가가 따로 있네. 뒤진다 너. 신문? 신문 되나?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
비켜봐. 잠깐만 그러면 체스터필드와 이부에 있는 위치한 채석장 방면 철도 건널목과 외부 철로. 나 이거 안 했나? 갔다 왔는데 나 아까? 이부샴역 근처에 철도 건널목. 그게 지금 여기 아니야? 어? 아 그랬네? 그럼 어디로 가라고? 야, 이부샴역 근처에 철도 건널목은 어디야? 그럼 일단 호숫가를 가자. 확실한 거.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster. These traces were made by carriage. Look. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
이게 뭐예요?
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting.
이게 뭐예요?
Nothing interesting here.
갑자기 이런 걸 주시면 어떡해요?
Nothing interesting here.
뭘 체크되는 거지?
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting.
못 봤는데? 아이씨, 뭐였지?
Nothing
뭐였을까?
interesting here.
줄자로 재는 걸까? 아, 못 봤어. 아, 너무 금방 봐가지고. 아이씨.
Nothing interesting.
밑에?
Nothing. Nothing.
전혀 안 보이는데?
Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. Nothing. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh
그래, 자국이
and
많이
were made
생겼대,
by a
아무튼.
large truck loaded with materials.
아, 이거구나. 아, 그럼 지나친 거 아니지. 나 너무 뇌물 쪽으로 가고 있긴 한데.
An abandoned gypsy caravan. This place was abandoned fairly recently. Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
이 밑에 열차가 있는 건 아니겠지? 이거 기차 그런 거 아니냐?
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
뭔가 많이 들어본 것 같은데? 아닌가? 서재 확인해보자잉. 완료했대요.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarp.
운송수단이네. 라스 자르파스 상표는 조선 발전 및 탄광 분야에 활약 중인 멕시코 협력체. 뭐야! 카라칼 계속이네.
Here it is.
윤곽이 나오고 있어. 심장이 쫄깃쫄깃해질 거야. 아, 이거 아직 2개가 안 됐는데? 철도 건널모가 외부 철도를 조사하십시오. 아니, 이거는 여기야. 철도 건널모. 아닌가? 이부샴 사이에 위치한 채석장 방면의 철도 건널모가 잠깐만, 체스터피드가 어딨지? 그럼 여긴데? 체이 사이에 철도 건널모? 채석장 방면. 채석장에 있었나? 아따야. 나 여기서 다 했던 것 같은데? 더 가면은 길이 아니라서 지도가 나와요, 그냥. 반대로 여기도 이렇게 쭉 가다 보면은 지도가 나와요. 그럼 이 길이 아니라는 거거든? 그럼 갈림길, 여기도 가다 보면은
This road should go in the same direction as the...
봐봐, 지도가 나와. 그러니까 여기도 길이 아니라는 건데? 아씨, 일단 2부로 가볼게. 뭐야, 여기도 길이 아니라서 더 못 간다. 나 승질나네. 이 새끼들은 뭐야? 이 새끼들 만나러 가지도 못하는데? 잠깐만, 여기도 아니야, 그러면. 길을 따라서 가보자. 왠지 이거 조사하는 거 아닐까, 이거? 했는데? 88. 뭐지? 끝인데, 여기도 길이 의식은? 그럼 반대로 가보자. 철도 건널목과 외부 철로를 조사하라고 하고, 철도 건널목? 여기도 길이 아니야. 끝이야. 그래서 맵이 나와. 이렇게. 왔다, 야.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business?
아, 탄광 다시 가봐. 저 문 내가 해봤어. 막 이런 데 아니야? 아이씨. 또 수치 나왔어.
Nothing interesting.
뭐야?
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here.
무슨 수치를 재라는 거야? 이게 아까 그 흔적이랑 같나 보다.
A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches.
그런가 보다.
There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
아따. 여기 올라가서 뭐 하는 건가? 그 차 뒤에 그거 문이야. 아니 그 서재. 내 서재. 미니 서재. 야, 이 안에 뭐 귀신 있냐? 왜 이러냐? 무서워. 바나나의 추리쇼 실패. 여기서 더 할 거 없지? 분명히 없지? 이게 철도 건너면 몇 번 가는 거야? 여기까지밖에 못 가. 돌아가야 돼. 건널목이 그거 같아. 이렇게 뭔지 알지? 이게 바뀌는 거잖아. 두 갈래 길. 이게 철도 건널목인데 이부샵 역 근처에 철도 건널목은 뭐지 대체? 아, 이 이부산 다시 가봐. 아, 잠깐만, 뭐였지? 아, 탭이구나. 아니, 이부산에서 다 가봤는데? 갈 곳이 없는데, 이제 더?
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with
봐봐, 여기 못 가지? 그리고 어차피 건널목이라면은 여기 이 철도를 따라가는 게 맞거든? 다 파랑이지?
railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. Railways.
그럼 뭐야? 도로 같은데 가로지르는? 그럼 어쨌거나 쟤 뭐 귀신인 줄 알았어. 얘 뭐야? 얘 왜 버거 걸렸어? 얘 뭐하냐?
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
미안해요. 찾았어요. 여기네, 이 건널목.
Holmes, I don't
비켜봐.
understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I
난
don't
반대편인
understand,
줄
Holmes.
알았지.
Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
다야? 아우, 좀. 차량의 흔적.
Traces. Let's take a closer look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7
아까랑
inches.
다른 거 같은데?
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
호숫가랑 이부. 그 여기랑 같다는 거네. 그게.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
이거 여기 역장한테 가서 신문을 해야 될 것 같아요. 다 한 거지? 얘는 아직도 자전거를 보고 있네?
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal.
철로 연결해가지고
Why would anyone want to?
어디 가려고 했나?
See you later, my good man.
드디어. 탄강 방면으로 향하는 외부철도. 끝났는데? 결론적으로는 살인이네? 잠깐만. 근데 문제는 내가 지금 이걸 하나 안 했거든? 이거 하나 안 한 게 불편하네. 한 번만 더 해보고 안 되면 그냥 내가 너무 자 근데 여긴 딱히 뭐 조사할 것도 별로 없어. 뭐 이런 숲에 뭐 이런 데 있진 않을 거 아니야. 아이씨. 내가 한 번만 더 탄강 가보고 안 되면 그냥 잠깐만 보험 사기? 잠깐 보험 사기 쪽으로 가려면 어떻게 가야 되지 이거를? 어디? 내가 이런데 집 다 들어가 봤지? 아 진짜 다 갔는데 안 간 데 없어. 안 가죠. 여기까지 길이야 하는 건데. 와 리얼 스트레스 받는다. 방금 뜬 거 서재라니까.
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if...
저기는 못 가는 것 같아. 철도 건널목에서 채석장 가는 길이 두 개 있던 것 같은데 나와서 확인하러 갈게. 어디? 여기? 이쪽 길 말하는 거야? 여기 맞아? 내가 보고 있는데? 두 개가 있다고? 나면 여기요? 근데 문제는 여기까지밖에 길을 못 가요. 봐봐 여기까지 가면은 길이 이거 맵이 끊치라고 맵 떠. 여기도 여기까지밖에 길이 없어.
The switch is rusted, but it still
이거를
works.
변환하고 가야 되나? 표지판 다 해봤었는데.
Mines. This is interesting.
체스터필드와 이부샴 사이. 근데 이거 체스트필드랑 이부샴 사이면은 돈캐스터 여기 있는 거 아니야 그러면은? 사일은 여기잖아. 설마 여기 문 열리는 거 아니야? 여기? 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 응, 아니야. 존나 설렌데. 와, 진짜. 여기 뭐 갈림길이 있는데?
This railway branch should lead to the... The switch is rusted, but it still works.
여기였네.
The rail is
아, 찾았다.
The rail is rusted, and the railway ends here.
와. 다 찾았다. 다 찾았는데 더 힘들어졌어. 아, 짜증나. 아, 물에 빠진 것 같진 않은데. 나는 근데 왜 이거밖에 생각이 안 되지? 근데 이게 내가 돌아가기가 좀 애매한 게 내가 그때 그 상황을 보고 이거 같다 해가지고 조금씩 수정하면서 한 게 이거야. 그래, 뭐 어떻게 해야지. 추악한 정치판이냐 눈먼 정이냐. 자, 그 아까처럼 또 해보자. 이거는 내가 또 감정이입이 안 돼. 분류는 내가 참 감정이입 잘했는데, 이렇게 정치적으로 들어가는 거는 솔직히 감정 추리가 안 돼. 근데 만약에 탄광에 진짜 가둬가지고 이거 눈먼 정이 가야지. 아니야, 야, 단순 보험 사기로 하기에는 너무 일이 커, 사건이 커. 그럼 야, 무슨 보험 사기 하겠다고 대체 무슨. 이건 아니야. 그 정도의 스케일이 아니야. 갑시다.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't
Wow.
tell me we have to dig out the mines.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
그렇지, 이게 정답이야. 그치? 이가 수밖에 없어.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risks.
넘어와라.
But he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
어허.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
어머, 나 맞힌 거야 또? 뭐야? 야, 왜요? 아, 미안해, 나 못 썼어. 나 멍 때리고 썼어.
How dreadful. 2 dead bodies. What a terrible ending to such a
와우,
great case.
비극적인 결말.
There, my dear fellow. It is all right. You did your best.
아, 나 이렇게 그 글씨 읽으면서 이렇게 자리 이렇게 앉으면서 막 보고 있었는데 갑자기 통이 날라가지고 아씨, 살릴 수 있었는데. 나는 코난이다. 내가 롤은 상위 98%지만 나의 추리력은 상이다. 만족스럽구만. 와, 동일한 방법으로 사건을 해결한 비율 22%. 이야! 나는 천재다!